Hello, welcome to another mentoring message with Temi. In this episode, I'll be taking you through a phenomenal idea, something that can actually break or make you, something that can determine the speed of growth that you would experience, that you would enjoy in life. It's a habit actually that is formed over time, which, if you're not careful, if you don't watch it, if you don't consciously do something about it, can make your learning a very long journey. And something that, if you begin to become conscious about it and begin to caution yourself, you know, on it, you would experience massive growth in your life. And that one thing is known as taking things for granted. Now, there are three major areas I want to explore, in this message. And that's the first part is opportunities. Second one is relationships or people. And the third one is yourself. Now, when we talk about opportunities, I'm talking about taking opportunities for granted, taking situations and instances that can better your life significantly for granted. I mean, for example, you have access to the internet, you have access to some lessons, you have access to the Ladies in Business Club, you have access to some Facebook community, to some books that you can actually read, to some access to some things. But many times you just don't pay attention to them. You don't take advantage of them because you feel they would always be there. Therefore, you take that opportunity for granted. See, one of the worst things that can happen to people, that's old people actually regret, is not as much as the actions they took, but the actions they failed to take. So don't let that be your own case. Don't say, what if I fail at it? Rather, start saying things like, oh, I tried it, I failed, and these are my lessons. All right? Let that be your story instead. The second thing here is relationships. I'm talking friends, in-laws, parents, neighbors, people that you may actually have access to by virtue of either blood relation or neighborhood or the school you went to or social media, and then you take them for granted. Number one, by feeling entitled to them. You send them an inbox message, you expect them to reply you. You call them, they miss your calls. You feel, haven't she seen my call by now? Shouldn't she have replied? Or maybe you send an SMS and then they haven't replied you, or a WhatsApp message. You can see that they have read it, but they haven't had time to reply, and you need to feel entitled. And like, haven't you seen it? I called you, those kind of things. That is one way you can take your relationships for granted. Or you feel, oh, he's my in-law now. And because you go to their house and then you're always playing with them, you see how not so rich they are or something, or you just know some personal things about them. And because of that, you judge them. You judge the knowledge or the expertise they may have, or even the access that they may actually offer you in some other areas of life. See, you don't want to be that person. You don't be that person who takes people for granted, either by feeling entitled to them, or by feeling entitled to their time, to their expertise, or asking them to give you things for free. That is one of the ways you can take people for granted. When you feel, oh, what do they have? Somebody recently sent me a message on WhatsApp, and then she was asking me that she wants me to mentor her. I'm like, oh, okay. How did you get my number? And she told me how she got the number. I'm like, okay. I said, oh, I have a book, a book I can give you for free. The book goes for 4,000, but you can have it for free. It's my beginner's guide to internet business. She said that she got the book, and in fact, that was how she got the idea about this mentoring she's now asking me. So I'm like, okay, do you mean my course, my start an online business course? She said yes, that she wants access to it. I'm like, for free? That you mean you want me to actually give you access to my course for free with nothing at all in exchange. Say, she doesn't have money now. And honestly, I know she may really honestly be broke, but asking me to give you for free after I've given you a book for free already, still wanting more and more for free. What happens to, oh, I have only half the money now, can I pay half of it? Or I don't have money now, can you give me a concession? Or let me go and hustle for the money, rather than asking to have it for free. That is part of taking things or taking people for granted. Please, you don't want to be caught in that snare, in that trap. Okay, the number 3 dimension here is taking yourself for granted. All right, because you are so used to yourself, you're so used to your skills, your talent, your passion, you're so used to all the things that you do so easily, like, oh, it's my degree now, what's the big deal there? It's just me now, so what's the big deal? I know how to edit, I know how to write well, I'm good with into decoration. Just take things for granted because it's you. Please don't be caught in that trap or taking yourself for granted. Rather, what you want to do is you want to become original and begin to help people, in those little things that you consider ordinary, in those things you see as now what's the big deal? Okay, so pay more attention. And please, one way again that you can take yourself for granted is by comparing yourself to other people. Don't make that mistake. It is a fatal one. Don't say, don't think that others are better than you are, because you are comparing their strength against your weakness. How about you compare their strength against your own strength and see if you will not be impressed with yourself personally? So this is my message to you today, and please, I want you to begin to make it conscious, take conscious effort. So look at the opportunities around you. Take time to think, what opportunities do I have around me today? And then take a step, one step at a time, to take advantage of those opportunities. So who are those you have around you? Who are the people you have around you? Who are, those that can actually do you a lot of good, that may just be feeling, oh, it's them, what's the big deal? Okay, so look at those people and reach out to them for help. See how they can better your life. And then with yourself, please be original. And that's one thing, that's your strength. Begin to help more people with your strength, and before you know it, it will become a full-fledged business that you can run profitably from anywhere in the world. I trust that this message has been of massive value to you, that it has impacted you greatly, and I look forward to your feedback. Okay, let me hear your comments in the group. Let me hear more about you in the comments. Okay, tell me which of these that you have been guilty of, which of these people or things have you taken for granted. Is it opportunities, is it relationships, or is it yourself that you are taking for granted and you are committing now to make a change? I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good time. Bye.